right, should be a highly compelling matchup here tonight. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt believes he has definite advantages when it comes to the grappling, and there's no questioning his ground game. He'll pull guard, whatever it takes.
You know what I love about him is that for as good as he is in the Jiu-Jitsu, he's more Jacare than Andre Galvao. Because Andre Galvao was a tremendous grappler, but it never translated. Jacare was able to get enough striking to make him more dangerous. That's this guy. This guy can strike just enough to make you take notice, and then he takes you down. Once you're down, you're in trouble. He's a tremendous fighter, a tremendous grappler, but fighter just enough to make you have to respect that stance.
And still in terms of the training, focused on the jiu-jitsu maintenance, right? Obviously the striking improvements have been prioritized, but maintaining the high-level jiu-jitsu that got him to the big show. All right, so here's the credentialed multi-stripe Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Beneil Dariush. And if you string together 8 consecutive wins in most MMA divisions, that's going to result in a world title fight. That was not the reality for Beneil Dariush from 2018 to 2022. He won 8 in a row. Many of those wins came against the best lightweights in the world, showed off an improved striking game, can always lean on the grappling, but he didn't fight for the world title. Yet, though, is the operative word. If he can win this fight tonight, perhaps that elusive title shot will finally surface for Beneil Dariush. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Renato Moicano! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Beneil Dariush!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here we go from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever we are in the world, most fighters on this roster, to a man, to a woman, they want the chance at some point to make this walk here in Vegas.
You absolutely want to fight in Las Vegas. Before it was the MGM Grand, it was the Mandalay Bay. Now it is the T-Mobile Arena, the most beautiful arena in the world and the home to the biggest UFC fights right now. From international fight weeks to championship fights all across the board, you come to T-Mobile.
As expected, an early shot, and it's good. Useful early takedown, no denying he wants this fight on the ground. Dariush is in half guard now.
Big ground and pound.
Dariush's pass is denied.
There it is, now he's going to mount. The half guard.
Dariush is back in full mount.
This is a terrible position.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission. but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for, because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Relentless pressure from the top by Dariush. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person...
Looks like he's trying for submission now. No way, he got it.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar, fight was done. He loves to fight on.
Nice positional control here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
His work. His work.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Dariush. On another. Oh, big ground strikes continue to land.
He's setting up the armbar. The armbar is almost not finished. He's got to be very patient if he wants to get a finish and not lose his position.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Moicano. Round 2 is next.
All right, take a seat. Deep breath. Breathe. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to punch.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, here we go with our next round, and thankfully for his opponent, it begins on the feet, because his face was turning into mincemeat with that ground and pound in the previous round.
Oh, he got demolished, man. It was punches, it was elbows, it was transitions into the elbows. I mean, he had so much more knowledge in this area that although his opponent is a great ground fighter, jiu-jitsu goes out the window when you're getting punched in the face, and there was no better example of it than what we just saw in the previous round.
Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the show.
Oh, the triangle is in, and not only will he have
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Lands the ground and pound strike.
very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, into full guard here.
Look.
All right, setting up the armbar here.
Beautiful setup on that armbar.
Oh, he's got it locked in tight now.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Moicano's back in full mount. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Moicano. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Moicano's in half guard. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Moicano. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Moicano going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Under 2 minutes now to go round two.
Changing the position.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Moicano.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Side control now. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Moicano.
He's going Kimura now.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, the submission defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
45 seconds remain in the round. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Dariush. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions.
Right.
They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the Kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
Nice kick to the body there. 10 minutes in the books.
All right, listen, you did good that round, but I need you to do a little bit better. If he closes the distance and grabs you, I need you to avoid that takedown, okay? Let's not really...
All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it. He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets a finish. He wants so bad. Nice combination. Oh, nice.
How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another
got to question the fight IQ at some point. He's got an outstanding offensive takedown game. His ground and pound strikes are vicious, yet hasn't done any of it.
He's listened to the stories, John. He's listened to the stories. He's allowed for this guy to be bigger and badder than he truly is. He's allowed for this man to become such a specimen, such a problem, that he is ignoring his greatest skill.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over, and he's going to guillotine. How in the world did he escape that submission? Great submission defense.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting, because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality.
Huge elbow. He's very close to the finish here.
Watch the arm bar going up. On to deep.
Going to continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded, they're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
I have.
Moicano's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the cut man's actually getting excited. Under 2 minutes to go.
Look at that. Recognize who's about to lose position.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Moicano. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Trying to set up a submission now. Ooh, that looks tight.
Look at him, he's starting to finish. Oh my goodness, he slams him down, uses straight power to escape that triangle. So great job, great technique. I mean, great physicality by this youngster.
And just when you thought he might get submitted, instead he turns defense into offense and power bombs his opponent on the canvas. Dariush is in half guard.
Now he's going full mount. Great ground and pound by this man. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Moicano. Some damage being doled out, and now some swelling upstairs on his opponent.
He's not moving his head effectively. He's trying to be face first. Look, you don't have to prove how tough you are. You got to move your head, be active. Don't be reactive in your defenses.
Final seconds here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
All right, sit down, everybody. Breathe, focus, okay? Focus on slowing that heart rate down. I know you're not tired. I know you have more in that gas tank.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His striking was money in that previous round. Gotta think he'll pick up where he left off.
All about the money. It was greenbacks, cash, dollar bills, y'all. Every single strike he landed was on point, it was accurate, and it was heavy. Every time he let loose, he was able to land with great effect.
All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in round one, and as yet, he still hasn't attempted to take this fight to the ground.
Very surprising approach by this guy. He's so good. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not?
Hit them out here.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Darce.
That Darce is tight. Oh, man, that was slick.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. There it is, now he's running him out.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, he's got his back now. Oh, great reversal to top position by Moicano. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Moicano's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Reverses the position now. Nice work on the ground by Dariush. Attempting an armbar here. Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish armbars. He's out. What submission defense on display. All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Moicano's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Dariush.
Let's go. Push, push, push.
Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Under a minute now to go in this one. Moicano's right back to the full mount. Well, now that cut in the eye area.
Refs won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Moicano.
Oh, right into mount. This is where he wants to go.
20 seconds to go. Oh, the hard ground and pound strike lands, and that has caused some swelling or so, it appears. Good movement defensively here on the ground by Dariush. Oh! 20 down, 5 to go.
Stop!
Listen, you lost that last round. You're coming down in the score cards. I need you to go out there and fight smart. If you start losing...
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. All right, here we go. This next round is underway. He got worked in that previous frame. We'll see if he has recovered here as he enters this next round.
You don't recover in a minute, so he needs to extend the recovery time. Fight at a slower pace. You cannot go in there slinging leather again, or he'll find the light shut off.
All right, talk to me, champ. He's got great submission skills, good offensive wrestling. He hasn't so much as even shot for a takedown tonight.
I think he's stuck. I think he's stuck in between. He's good wrestling, but he's not great wrestling. He's great once the fight hits the ground, and he is unsure of how to get it there.
Oh, man, every time he lands, it's right on that cut. That is going to have a profound impact on him moving forward. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities where you can either escape or sweep.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent. Now he's going full mount.
Dariush's eye appears to be closing up by the second. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
That was nice.
Under 3 minutes now to go in this one. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. In the half guard.
Moicano's right back to the full mount piece.
Side control.
Dariush is in half guard now. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Oh, man, that swelled area getting worse with every passing strike. All right, side control now. Moicano's back to the side control now.
No, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound straight to the head. Nicely done there by Moicano. "90 seconds now to go in this one. Dariush is in half guard.
Get the mount here.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert. He's got to be careful here.
1 minute to go. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning.
Trying to set up a choke here. Oh, looks like he's got the submission locked in. He's in real trouble.
The guillotine looks like it's locked in. Right now, he's got to be patient. He's got to squeeze, but not too much. He's got to get the guard locked and try to find a submission.
Oh, great submission defense. Moicano's back in full mount. Dariush's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike. Back and forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the Fight of the Year conversation. Good movement on the ground here defensively by Dariush. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is considered a majority draw.
All right, well, as you articulated throughout the broadcast, both men should be happy with their performances here tonight. Perhaps not that thrilled with the result. It's a draw.
Well, you want to win. As a fighter, you want to win, especially when you had moments. There were many moments in this fight